97% of women do this right before they want you to make a move. And the crazy part, most men never see it. Not because it's hidden, but because it's subtle. It doesn't shout, it doesn't need to. It happens in a moment. Most men second guess and the moment passes just like she does. But when you catch it, when you finally see it for what it is, you'll never miss it again. Because every woman, whether she's 22 or 32, has the same instinct. She signals the man she wants and then she waits. Not long, just long enough to see if you're the kind who notices, or the kind who hesitates. Sign 1, the lock. Drop and smile, she's talking to you. Or maybe she's just listening. Doesn't matter. She holds your gaze longer than she needs to. Not casual, not polite. She locks in and you feel it. It's that moment when time slows, when the room feels like it just shifted around the two of you. Then it happens, she looks down, breaks the gaze, smiles to herself. And right there, that's your window. You might think it's nothing, that she's being shy or just sweet. But no, that's her body telling yours. If you move now, I won't stop you. That little look down and smile, it's thousands of years of feminine energy wrapped into one gesture. It's vulnerability without saying a word. An invitation with the door half open. And most guys, they miss it because they're stuck in their heads, trying to decode a conversation, instead of the signal that was just sent. She looks away, but it's not to retreat. It's to soften the moment, to pull just slightly back so you can come forward. Sign to the proximity shift. Now pay attention because this one, it happens slowly, almost like it's not happening at all. She starts further away. Maybe on the other side of the booth or across the table, comfortable. Relaxed, friendly. Then it changes, her arm slides just a little closer. Her body angles more toward yours. Her voice drops in volume. And suddenly you're leaning in to hear her. Here's the thing. You're not closing the space she is in. The female brain, Dr. Luann Breisenine, explains how women naturally decrease physical distance with men. They feel both safe and drawn to. It's instinct and it's never random, so she leans in when she talks. Lets her shoulder brush yours. Maybe she shifts her glass. Removes her purse from between you. She's not trying to get more comfortable. She's clearing the runway. You didn't ask her to, you didn't need to. Because when a woman wants you to take the lead, she'll let her body signal it before her mouth ever will. This is how she says, come closer. I'm ready. Sign 3, the fidget and freeze. This one is almost unfair because once you recognize it, you'll realize just how many moments you've let slip. Here's how it works, she's relaxed. Engaged, the mood is warm. The attraction is already there. Then all at once, her body starts doing something else. Little things, she adjusts her top. Touches her neck, fidgets with her ring. Tucks her hair behind her ear again. Even if it's already perfect. It's not nervousness, it's not indecision. It's energy building, and then she freezes. No more fidgeting, no more adjusting. She just stops, looks at you quiet. Still soft that moment. That's the lightning flash. Most men stand and watch from the window. According to love signals, this readiness pause is biologically driven. A woman's nervous system enters a state of alert anticipation. She's not retreating. She's waiting, watching, wanting. If you say something, she listens but doesn't interrupt. If you move closer, she doesn't flinch. She's giving you the stage. And here's the part that burns. If you miss it, she won't show it. She'll just quietly move on. Not angry, not cold, just closed. Sign for the foot point. Her face may be playing it cool. Her voice might be giving nothing away. But her feet, they're telling the truth. You're across the room, across the table. Maybe just on the edge of her space. And while she's talking, smiling, sipping her feet or doing something else, they're pointed at you even when she turns to talk to someone else. Even when her shoulders shift away. Even when she's mid-convo with another guy. Her feet give her away because the body doesn't lie. And feet are the most honest of all. They're not filtered, not strategic. They don't play it cool. They point where the attention flows. And when a woman is drawn to you, her whole body might be subtle, but her feet will aim like radar. In nonverbal behavior studies, consistent foot orientation toward someone is one of the strongest indicators of romantic interest, even more than eye contact. So the next time you're wondering, don't ask her check her stance. If her feet are yours, she already is. The silent killer, the mistake most men never notice. It's not saying the wrong thing. It's not being too slow or even too fast. It's overthinking that brief pause where you doubt yourself. She feels that not with her brain. With her body, it breaks the spell just enough to cool the moment. To kill momentum, she sent the signal. She teed up the move, and when nothing came, she rewrote the whole story in her head. He's not into me, he's unsure. He doesn't lead, she won't say it. She'll just back off, and that door you didn't walk through, it won't open twice. Sign 5, the looping return. She left maybe to take a call, use the restroom, say hi to a friend. But now she's back. Not saying much, not doing much, just close enough to be noticed again. This is what I call the looping return. It's not coincidence, it's not convenience. It's a test. She's putting herself near you without forcing the moment. She's creating a second chance, but without ever admitting the first one passed. She might stand near you in a group, hover around the edge of your space, ask something random, hey, do you know what time this place closes? Was it you who ordered the whiskey? She doesn't care about the answer. She cares if you pick up the thread, because she noticed when you didn't move earlier, and she's giving you one last shot to get it right without losing face. Most guys think, oh, cool. She came back. No. She circled back for you, ignore it, and she'll vanish. Move on it, and you rewrite the ending. Bonus sign number 6, the verbal slip. You're mid-conversation, everything's flowing. She's relaxed, playful, engaged. Then she says something that doesn't quite match the mood. A comment, a reference. A playful little jab, but underneath it is a clue. You probably say that to all the girls. I'm sure you have a line for everything. I bet you get away with a lot. Most men hear it and laugh it off. But what she's really doing is revealing her interest and her uncertainty in the same breath. It's a soft probe. Are you like every other guy, or are you the one who actually gets it? She won't linger on it. She'll throw it out and keep moving. But if you catch it and you respond, with presence instead of performance, she'll light up because now she knows you're not just smooth. You're aware and that's rare. Bonus sign number 7, the last-minute linger. She's about to leave, the night's ending. You've walked her to her car. Or maybe you're both standing at the curb waiting for that Uber. She really should have called earlier. And then instead of rushing off, she hesitates, not big. Not dramatic, just enough. Her body stays, her eyes hold. And the moment stretches, she said goodbye. But she hasn't moved, she's waiting. You won't hear it in her words. You'll feel it in the stillness. That last second pause before departure. It's not indecision, it's a final chance. A chance to close the gap, to shift the energy, to end things with certainty, instead of a slow fade into maybe next time. Women do this when they want the story to keep going, but they want you to be the one to turn the page. And if you miss it, you won't hear from her again. Not because she's upset, but because she gave you everything she could without saying a word. So now you've seen them, not tricks. Not tactics, just signals. The kind you felt before but maybe never saw clearly until now. And when they show up again, you won't need to ask or wait or wonder. Because she already told you, You just finally learned how to listen.